Welcome to eTeacher Pakistan webinar series. eTeacher Pakistan webinar series is an initiative of the eTeacher Plus for Pakistan program. So let me first brief you about what eTeacher Plus for Pakistan program is. So the eTeacher program is fully funded by the Regional English Language Office at the US Embassy Islamabad, which provides virtual professional development opportunities to English language teachers and learners across Pakistan. These opportunities are provided through global online courses, massive open online courses, and a lot of variety of webinar series. Once you complete a global online course under the eTeacher Plus for Pakistan program, you become part of the alumni community. And the alumni community is engaged into a lot of other productive activities such as this eTeacher webinar series, eTeacher mentorship program, presenting at TESOL international conventions in the United States, participating in NELTA conferences in Nepal, and so much more. If you wish to stay updated about the eTeacher programming in Pakistan, please follow Relo Pakistan on Facebook. Or if you wish to gain more insight of what each of the categories I just mentioned is about, please visit evolution.com.pk/eteacher. So the eTeacher Pakistan webinar series is an initiative that provides our alumni of the eTeacher program an opportunity to share their learned knowledge with others. So today we are going to be presenting the eTeacher Pakistan webinar series 2.5, where we will be talking about online classroom management. So we have been seeing a lot of teachers, gaining skills or trying to find more and more professional development opportunities where they can actually gain knowledge to manage their online classrooms better. So this webinar is going to be teaching you how you can manage the culturally diversified online classrooms more effectively. To present on this topic, we have with us today Nigar Gul. She belongs to Kech district of Balochistan. She has completed her MPhil and Masters in English from SBK Women University in Quetta. Currently, she is serving as a lecturer at Las Vegas University of Agriculture, Water and Marine Sciences. She is, of course, an alumna of the eTeacher program. She completed transitioning to teaching online course from University of Minnesota. Once she completed this course, she was also provided an opportunity to become a mentor in the same course. So her performance was exceptional, hence she got a promotion from being a participant to being a mentor, where she worked with the lecturers and the professors at the University of Minnesota online to provide support to transitioning to teaching language online course. Again, this program was fully funded by the Regional English Language Office under the eTeacher program for Pakistan. So let's talk about today's objectives. Today's webinar is focused on online classroom management, where Nigar is going to unfold some of the things that you should keep in mind while managing your classes digitally. So these may include maybe setting up some rules for your classrooms. What could be these rules? Nigar is going to tell you about maybe, being confident in using a digital tool is very important on the teacher's part, so that the students also feel that confidence once they are enrolled in your digital classroom. So that is something very important. In addition to that, she's going to talk about some of the ways in which you can engage the community, engage your students online effectively. So I'm very excited to learn more about online classroom management. So without any delay, I'm going to welcome Nigar Gul to please officially begin the webinar.
Assalamu alaikum. I hope whoever is watching me is fine and doing good in this testing time. First of all, I would like to thank Regional English Language Office, Relo Pakistan. So here is a flying introduction of mine. I am a lecturer in Faculty of English Languages and Literature at Las Vegas University of Agriculture, Water and Marine Sciences. I was also enrolled in some online courses and program. I have completed a 5 weeks intensive training of transitioning teaching language online course which was offered by Center for Advanced Research on Language Acquisition, Carla institution at University of Minnesota. And I also worked as a mentor for 15 weeks in the same TTLO program. I would like to start my talk with a quote of Carl Sagan. He says that we have arranged a civilization in which most crucial elements profoundly depend on science and technology. So, if we talk about technology in the domain of education, online teaching and learning became a prerequisite of today's networked world. Therefore, before initiating any online course, we have to ponder on some mandatory aspects like how to manage a virtual class, how to deal with the students with different background, different culture, and different nature. Therefore, today I will be exploring online class management, dealing with students from diverse cultures and different natural dispositions. So, uh, like first of all, for arranging any online class, an instructor must select a learning management system (LMS), and there are many learning management systems like Microsoft 365, Microsoft Team, Canvas LMS, Skype Prep, Skillcast, etc. What I personally experienced and like is uh, Canvas. Canvas is an amazing system and it's designed according to today's need. Microsoft Team is also good and easy to tackle. In my talk, I will be discussing about the rules and expectations for an online class, forming a network, or we may say creating a community in an online class, then building an engaging environment among participants, and how to deal with the problems. And last, how an instructor behavior supposed to be in an online class for managing it nicely. So we will start from our first point, which is rules and expectations. So what could be the rules and standard of behavior? What are the expectation of any online course from its learners or participants? And the instructor must set clear rules and expectations from very first interaction, and there must be rules regarding student discipline, which refers to the rules and strategies applied in any online class to manage behavior and practices. And it is necessary that instructor establish clearly and immediately the behavior patterns to be followed by the participants, and we know learners appreciate rational discipline and have respect for teachers who follow constant policy. So the next is participation, the rules regarding participation. As we know that participation is important, and what I personally believe, those who participates more, they learn more. And when we talk about the class, there are two types of class: online class, synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous is like distance education that happen in a real or fixed time, where like all participants come online at the same or fixed time. Whereas asynchronous learning occurred through online channel without real or exact or fixed time interaction. And instructor may set rubric for participation and may notice the difference and level of interest in synchronous and asynchronous class participation. Further, instructor should tell the rules regarding the study process. The learners should know about the study process, that how are they going to deal with the course, what's the course content, what's the syllabus, and they should be informed about the tools and techniques which they are going to use in their online course or program. So next is due dates and schedule. The learner must be informed about the deadlines of the artifacts, how many time and hours they have for their assignments, what would be the order, when unit starts and when it ends, when the lesson begins and when it ends. Must say, instructor must set reminders as well. Reminders help the learners to do their task on time. So schedule, similarly with the schedule should be shared with the learners, how course is designed or structured, how many unit it has, how many lessons are there. A complete schedule of course, activities, and time duration should be provided. It helps learners to understand the course in a better manner. When teacher provide the complete schedule and set deadlines to learners or participants, it helps the student to manage his or her time accordingly and meet the deadline. Another thing is that we know the psyche of learners. Learners always want a push, and in online class, it is most needed because of physical absence of instructor. So, uh, sharing schedule, reminders, and deadlines, all these work to keep triggering the participants. So before initiating any online course, student should be informed about the rules and expectations, or a booklet regarding rules must be provided uh, to them, to the learners. An instructor take an online quiz in order to check whether they have gone through the rules and norms or not. So after ensuring that they have read the rules, the instructor conduct an uh, orientation class. In orientation class, instructor present the rules in a very positive way. All the rules need to be as simple as possible and easy to follow. Tell them their duties and responsibilities during the study process. And explain them that what language and expressions are acceptable in the class and which words are not standard and should be avoided in online class. And the next point, which we are going to discuss, is creating community. Like after telling them the rules and regulations and taking an orientation class, the teacher or instructor must try to establish a community. In online class management, forming a community is necessary. First, instructor should create a community, then try to strengthen that circle, and then tell the students, tell the learners about the benefits of a good network. So, classroom is like a circle or network or a community where different participants from various background, culture, mindset, and nature, they come together for a common goal, which where they spend time together, learn together, where they laugh, where they share different ideas, and where they communicate and interact. As it is said that a classroom community helps students feel valued and connected to each other as well as to the teacher. So after creating community, instructors should strengthen that bond. And how to strengthen a circle or network? So for that, collaboration is the way to strong the network. Collaboration through different activities like peer peer walk or peer review, peer activity, group work or small group task, group or peer participation. All these elements play a great role in collaboration. If I talk about my class, whenever I give assignment or presentation or any task, I assign them in groups or pair. Like two students are going to work on, for example, as I taught American literature. So two students are going to work on Robert Frost poetry. They make PPT, they make like they have a telephonic conversation about the poet where they discuss different feature of Robert Frost poetry. Other two will discuss the different the aspects of Frost poetry. The next pair will analyze any poem of Robert Frost, and so on. And peer or group work, when we talk about the advantages of a good community, so peer or group work uh, give them chance to work together, interact and learn from each other. It teaches social skills, and the students will realize the importance of collaboration uh, after interacting. So and they also develop a sense of responsibility towards each other. And and we know that and the students know about different culture while interacting to each other, and they start showing respect and diversity. They start respect and accepting diversity. So next heading is build an engaging environment. So first, a instructor should tell them the rules and regulation, then conduct an orientation, and then try to form a community. And after building a community, instructors should try to engage the participants in different activity. Like engaging environment can build by participation of students, and most important thing is an in an online class is to be sure that every student participates. So for participation, instructor can introduce new content and interesting activities, uh, like and regularly update course content. Instructor regularly update course content. The course uh, you deliver in this semester or session should not be the same course delivered in the last semester. Update the course content according to the latest research and development in the field of education. As like when we see the HSC curriculum, and in every course there are so many content, so instructor should select like in every semester instructor should change the content and introduce interesting activities, like introduce when the instructor introduce interesting activities, like in online class different activities can be done, like reviewing latest news, uh, articles by a video conference session or recording. Like a teacher can assign them different tasks, and participants can perform them in pair while using different techno tools. They can analyze any drama, poetry, or any piece of art through using different uh, techno tools like video conference session, recordings. So all there are different tools which can be used while for their assignments. And the next thing is encourage to ask questions. The instructor should appreciate those who are active in class and appreciate those who are active in asking and answering questions, and motivate the quiet ones to participate more. And instructors should give them chance to lead the activities. And it is important that instructor encourage critical thinking and healthy competition among students, and make them realize that how their new knowledge and skill in the field of online teaching and learning will help them to make a difference in the world of online teaching and learning, even in a small way. To deal to deal with issues immediately, like after building an engaging environment, uh, if any like problem occurs, so how an instructor should deal with that. E-teacher, e-teaching and learning has some challenges, whether it is face-to-face or online. Teachers do face problems. And so how an instructor should tackle or overcome them. So first of all, instructors should keep a very positive attitude towards every problem. Uh, as it said that a positive attitude is necessary. A positive attitude will lead us to positive outcome. So if any student violates the rules, the instructor should talk to that student privately, and try to find out the cause of action and encourage that participant to improve his or her behavior. Instructor must be respectful even when you have to correct an unacceptable behavior, and give respect. Give respect and get respect. Respect and kindness help to create a healthy environment, which is good for learning. As it is said that respect a man, he will do the more. So respect encourages the willingness of a student for doing better and better. So next heading is friendly but firm. The instructor should be friendly as well as firm. Instructor should establish delightful and friendly atmosphere in virtual class. Students like teachers who are friendly but firm. So teacher, uh, teachers are supposed to be liberal and easygoing, free from biasness, and teachers should use a very polite and respectful language and make sure everybody follows established norms. And friendly environment help the students to nurture intrinsic motivation, which drives a person forward. And finally, the more you practice online teaching, the better you will be able to manage your virtual class with your unique style. As Aristotle says, for things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. So that's all. But another thing that uh, I have seen students for those online learning was a difficult challenge, but they overcome it by dual efforts, hard work and practice, and now they are brilliant online learners. So that's it. This was all about managing online class and dealing with students. Thank you for listening to my talk and watching my video, and that's all. And these are the references. So thank you. Take care of yourself. Stay at home and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Nigar, for such a fruitful session. I'm sure our audience is going to go well equipped with some of the resources that they can apply in their online classrooms to manage them more effectively. If you have any questions, comments, and/or suggestions, please feel free to write us on eteacher@evolution.com.pk. If you are an eTeacher alumna or an alumnus of the global online course or even a massive open online course and you wish to present under the eTeacher Pakistan webinar series, please write us on the same email address with the topic you are interested in and we shall get back to you soon. We wish you happy teaching and happy learning.